Hey, what's up, family? Hey, today I'm gonna do a video for you, and this one's gonna be dealing with health and educating you at the same time. So I might put it in either of my playlists. So you can go to the health or the playlist for education. And this one's gonna be dealing with overweight, the extremeness that we deal with overweight loss and drugs and alcohol adjustment. So that therefore I'm gonna title it that: weight loss, drugs and alcohol adjustment. And what I mean by that when I'm talking about those type of things, because we got people in our family, co-workers, or sometimes we watch these type of shows on TV where, let's start with the first one, weight loss, especially these people that's doing extreme weight loss. And what I want to touch on is how, if, let's take when we see these shows, you may have this 500, 600 pound person, right? And now they got to go through bypass surgery, they might get liposuction or whatever. So you're taking a person that's 600 pounds and he's gonna get lipo and take off 300 pounds and think that his body's gonna be able to perform like it normally do or normally should. That's not gonna happen, because what he's doing is converting his body. And as always, you know I love to give y'all a word of the day. So the word of the day is just gonna be that, and I'm gonna go into detail about it, is convert. That's C-O-N-V-E-R-T. Now, if you look up the word convert, it simply means to cause to change form, big person changing their form. Cause to change form, character, or function. Convert. So any of those, that's what it means, is to change your form, your character, or your function. So back to what I'm saying about, let's say like a 600 pound person, right? If they have an operation where they taking out 300 pounds of their body through liposuction, all this other surgery and stuff, right? That is an extreme change for this person. And their body has to adjust. And that's another word for convert. Their body has to adjust. The convert is changing its form. It's changing its character of who it is, So their body has to adjust. And a lot of times that's not such a pleasant thing, because even when they lose all that weight, see how it changed their function? You may see a person, their whole walk changes. It might mess up their ankles or whatever the case, because their body has to change. It convert. A lot of times, unfortunately, it even leads to a person being back in the hospital, and in a severe case, they lose their life, because their body is not well equipped for that conversion that quick. It's too soon for your body to just change like that. Convert. Remember, to cause to change form, characteristic, or function. So for your body to go from one extreme to the next, that's a lot to put on a body. Now, I know some of y'all may say how I come up with this title, because like I said, a lot of us got co-workers, family members, or you may have watched these type of shows. I happen to have a good buddy of mine who was a really big dude who had surgery. Now, I'm not saying that's the reason he passed, but what I am saying, man, this big dude was a huge dude. But this dude swam, played football with us, played basketball and everything. He didn't move like a big dude. He was big. But he wound up having some surgery and dropped that weight. And it wasn't shortly after he wound up passing. Like I said, now I'm not saying that's the reason, but we have seen numerous of stories like that, where that simple convert of the body sometimes is drastic. Now, I'll move on to something else. As I said, drugs and alcohol. Look at a lot of times you may get people that's on drugs for a long period of their life, the better part of their life. And now when they try to get off drugs, that convert, remember, to cause a change of function, character in your body. It's a huge thing on the body to just go from one extreme to the next. Your body got to learn to adjust. That's like, do you remember back in the days, the crack epidemic? Remember how bad and horrible that was, right? I know a lot of us out there, we thought it was horrible how they was putting babies on crack cocaine. Y'all remember that? And a lot of people, when we seen this in the news, we was like, that's horrible. They giving babies crack. But the reason why, because of the convert of the body. When this woman gave birth to a newborn baby, that baby still had crack cocaine in their system. They could not just take them off. Remember, go from one extreme to the next. They had to wean them off. So they had to give them little at a time to wean them off of the coke. And that's what kept them alive, because otherwise the body, that little baby would have may have died without the coke. They needed it. Another way I could give it to you, another person, Rick James. Now we all love Rick James, right? Made great music, made phenomenal music, right? This is a guy that was on drugs and alcohol a good portion of his life. But remember when he went to jail and then when he came home, he said he was off drugs or this and that, whatever. We don't know, but this is what he was saying. But then remember, they said he was back in the studio. He did the David Chappelle show and all, and it was very funny. You know, I'm Rick James, bitch. Remember all that stuff, right? Very funny. And then just all of a sudden, he just died. Now, once again, this is a guy who for years always been drugs and alcohol. His body was used to that. As crazy as I said it may sound to you, you have out in this world what is called functioning addicts. And see, once he got off the drugs and alcohol, his body it didn't convert. It wasn't ready for that extreme change. So that may have what is shut down. I'm not saying that that's the case. What I am saying is that these are possibilities. Your body cannot take extreme changes from one to the next. Now back to what I was saying about a lot of people in this world. It's hard for us to believe, but you do what have in this world what's called functioning addicts. And these are people that, yes, they're your very neighbors, they're your co-workers, teachers, and yes, they're even your doctors and lawyers who you go to for professional help and advice. Some of them are functioning addicts, that they are on some type of drug to help them get through the day. Another reason I know this, because I used to work at a methadone clinic. And yes, there was a time or two where I picked up an actual doctor to go get his methadone and then take him back home. Yes, a teacher. I've seen this with my own eyes. Had intelligent conversations with these people. And they are what, like I said, functioning addicts. They need this drug to help them function through the day. And then they kind of wean themselves off of it to get off of it. But just to go cold turkey, it's extreme for them. Same thing for alcohol. You have a lot of people who are better part of their life been on alcohol all their life. And now let's say they're dealing with some type of medical issue where even their doctor may say, you got to stop alcohol today. It's going to kill you, this and that. They'd be like, what are you talking about? I ain't getting alcohol. I've been drinking alcohol all my life. Man, the hell with that doctor. See, I'm about to go get me a 6-pack of beer right now. These are people, even mentally, they like, look, man, this is what my body needs this. I can't live without it. Now that's mentally them telling themselves that. But the doctor is telling them a whole nother thing. Your body's going to shut down. But in their mind, they're like, I need this to function. You get what I'm saying? It's so many different ways we could look at it. Now, I'm going to give you one last very good one. You got a lot of people that's in the military. I don't care if it's the Air Force, the Navy, but the Navy would be a good part of this topic. The Army, whatever. For all these intelligent people out here, you know what I'm talking about when I'm saying to convert. Remember, the word convert means to cause to change in form, characteristic, or function. Now, a lot of military cats know what I'm talking about with this. Scuba diving. You cannot be scuba diving. Mm-hmm. And then right after you come out of the water, you go into an airplane and fly. No, you cannot do that. See, because your body will convert. It ain't ready for that conversion to change from one characteristic, form, or function. Because if any military person would tell you, if you scuba dive and then come right out of the water and go into an airplane, you will get what's called decompression sickness. And if you get decompression sickness, see, your body going from one extreme to the next. You will get so disoriented, you will get so sick that it don't matter that you flying in the plane and you trying to turn, your body will not be able to react, not function. Remember, it won't be able to function well, convert. It changes function. You might be flying right to the damn mountain and you just can't understand why I can't turn. I'm too weak to turn. I can't do it. You can't respond. This is too extreme on the body. So that's why I titled this Weight Loss, Drugs, and Alcohol Adjustment. Because when you're going from one extreme to the next, it's not healthy. Your body must learn to convert with that change. But to expect immediate change is going to be too detrimental on your body. It's going to change so much. So like I said, there's the weight loss, and that extreme weight loss, and then now you seeing how that person walks funny, or they got the flabbiness with them, their eating habits change, they wonder why they're getting so dizzy all the time, or feeling nauseated sometimes. That's a big change on your body. Although they was real heavy and that might not have been healthy, their body was used to that. The drug addict, although they was on drugs all them years, and now they off drugs, and now they trying to go clean, their body inside is actually used to the nonsense that was in their body. I remember years ago, I went down south to my brother's house, right? And I remember when we got down there, I was sick as a dog. I'm from Jersey. My brother lived in Carolina. I was sick as a dog. I was sneezing. My eyes was red as heck. I was coughing. I was gassing. And I remember my brother said, "What did you eat, Ken?" And I told him we stopped at a truck stop. Now, that was the reason for the gas, because I ate some nonsense food. But the constant coughing and sneezing, and I remember my brother said the most weirdest thing I thought at the time. He said, "Man, that's because your body ain't used to the change." See, you convert, remember, to cause, to change, and form, character, or function. See, my body, I come from Jersey. I went down south. I remember my brother said, "Now, you know what the problem is, right? See, you come from Jersey where that air up there is all toxic. Now, you done came down here to Carolina where the air is clean. Your body got to convert. It got to change. It got to conform. It got to conform to that. It got to get used to the clean air. As crazy as that may sound, your body used to the toxic air." And sure enough, after about the second day down there, I was no longer sneezing and stuff. But here's the crazy thing. A week later, when we came, now I was used to the clean air. A week later, we came back to Jersey. I was right back to the routine again, because now my body is used to the clean air, and I'm back up here to this polluted air, and I was right back to the, oh man, my nose, yeah, my nose keep running. See, convert, remember, look up the word convert, that's the word of the day. It means to cause, to change in form, character, or function. So remember, y'all, hope y'all learned something with this, hope you appreciate it, because like I said, I've seen all levels of those. Very heavy people had that surgery and unfortunately not with us no more. I've seen them get real sick. I've seen the drug addict and the alcoholic, rather it was in my family, friends, or associates that I've known, and I've seen them get off that stuff, and oh man, it's been hard for them, and sometimes they even died. I tell you, when I was working in the methadone clinic, that was sad, because I've actually got really close with a lot of those people that was drinking that drug, and every other week we would find out that another person had died. Or we even found out that one of them actually stopped coming altogether because they tried to go cold turkey, wound up dying. See, their body wasn't used to that. So it was too much for them. So hopefully y'all learned something on this. Well, I know you did. Subscribe, share, like, and comment. And as always, I get more positive, educational, and trustworthy videos out to you guys that you can relate to. Because I know a lot of y'all can relate to this. With all three of those topics, it touches on a lot of us, family, friends, co-workers, and neighbors, and all kind of stuff like that. So subscribe, share, like, and comment. And on that note, peace.